Muhammed Kirumira was a Ugandan senior police commander, a teacher by profession and a human rights activist, assassinated soon after his public declaration of quitting the Uganda police force for its excessive and illegal use of power. In this video, let's dig deep into the life and death of Muhammed Kirumira, an honest man gone too soon. Personal life. Kirumira was born on May 20th, 1983, by Haji Abubakar Kawuya and Sarah Namudu. He graduated from Kiambogo University with a first-class bachelor's degree in education. Aged 22 on January 29th, 2005, he joined the police. However, he was soon reverted to Kabalia Training School, Masindi, for more training. In 2007, he was sent to Kibale district as a constable, and in 2008 to Kampala as a detective. Following his misunderstandings with the then bosses, he went to Kalero district in 2009, also as a detective at local police stations. He was then promoted to Assistant Inspector of Police and went back for training at Uganda Junior Staff College for 6 months. At the completion, he in 2015 became the Inspector of Police. A year after, he became an Assistant Superintendent of Police as well as Division Police Commander at Old Kampala. He gained fame during his televised tactics in fighting robbery. But in 2017, allegations emerged that he involved in accepting bribes, especially between 2013 and 2014. He was taken to court, although journalists were denied access in, which he later explained as desires of defamation from his fellow top officers, and refused to pay the charges.
Stormed out of the dock.
Why did we come to I not be here. I'm joking. Why did you come to policemen? Why did you get them? Policemen? Why did you come from where? Tell me go. You mean I'm saying I'm dying? I'm trying to find it. I'm trying to find it. Who I put a lot of find it. I don't want to be intimidated because of police job. Which job is this? Which job is this? Which job is this? Don't intimidate me. This is Uganda. We have constitutional. You have to me.
At the pinnacle Gen Kaihura's time leadership in Uganda police force and amidst subjugation of civil rights, Kirumira criticized brutality, corruption, and abuse of power.
Your Excellency, you had a task to change the administration of the police. Now there are few remaining things. The remnants of the Kawukumi are still within.
According to the Ugandan paper The Observer, Kirumira confronted his rogue colleagues head-on and never minced his words. Knowing that he was risking his life, Kirumira once said, "I am Muhammed Moyo Gwagwanga." Moyo Gwagwanga simply means patriot. I am around, I am still around. Until God says, don't be around, I am still around, and my virtues and values haven't changed. While he basked in cheers, warmth, and public support, including by the media, Kirumira was often criticized by his colleagues for hypocrisy. This would be much more pronounced when he was whisked to court and charged with bribery and colluding with criminals during his stint as the head of Nansana police station in 2013 and 2014. He confidently pleaded not guilty, but swore to bite back with a suit if charges were not proven to be true. So in March 2018, Kirumira said that his life was in danger after he discovered that some people were trailing him, maybe because he had fallen out with senior people in the police force. Unknown people are trailing me from one place to another with no clear motive. I'm trying to fix a solution, inform one another. I have now connected dots on this surveillance on my movements. These are associates of some officers facing various charges in military court, and possibly some friends of Kitata camp.
That several other police officers, cowards, who don't want to speak their heart, are suffering internally because the force has of late chose to work with informal people, the likes of Chitata and his gangs, illiterates, trying to manage boda, trying to manage the transport industry. They shift from managing their own boda to managing markets. There is a footage when Chitata is invading Busega market about 3 years ago. Criminals we are breeding are going to kill us one by one, and we keep praising ourselves that we are irreplaceable. We have left you with your police. Let the good ones work.
When General Karl Kaihura was sacked as police chief in March 2018, Kirumira wrote, "I prayed from Nalufenya detention facility for 23 days and 6 hours per night. Thank you, God, for answering my prayers right away. The way you answered me when the late thugs Kato Pius and Madwega Henry were fooling about. You gave them their due pay."
I plead to you, the President of this Republic, Your Excellency, to put a bigger torch and clean the force yourself, not merely transferring police officers from Mukono to Mpiji and Mpiji to Mukono.
Death. A few months after being assigned as Buyende District Commander, he resigned from police service in February 2018 and a series of times announced attempts of being murdered.
Should the police tribunal fail to find me guilty of the continued accusations, I will sue for damages.
He showed support and took pictures with a Ugandan opposition leader, Robert Kyagulanyi, aka Bobby Wine.
You're going to get the worst politician you have never seen. Leave only these cowards who run around and they dodge arrest. I come, you arrest me, you take me to court, I come back, tomorrow the same begins.
He declared an interest in entering politics, but at around 9 p.m. on September 8, 2018, while on his way back home in Bulenga, Kirumira was shot by unknown gunmen on a motorbike. At the time, he was driving, reportedly bound for home, when gunmen waylaid him and opened fire at Bulenga Trading Center. A female occupant of the car, who was initially reported to be his wife, was also targeted. The assassins were riding on a motorcycle. Eyewitnesses were cited by local media as saying, "The shooting happened at around 9 p.m., bleeding heavily from gunshot wounds. The two were rushed to Rubaga Hospital in Kampala, where they were later declared dead." Police's initial statement after the incident indicated that Kirumira was with his wife at the time of the evening murder. But later, they issued a correction saying she was not. We have since established that the lady assassinated along with our officer, ASP Muhammed Kirumira, is not his wife. The wife was not with him at the time. We've identified the lady and interacted with her family. We shall withhold releasing her name in the meantime. A follow-up tweet on the official police page said, "Police cordoned off the crime scene and a forensics team was seen inspecting the bullet-ridden car. Traffic on the route was paralyzed as scores of people gathered on the fringes of the marked-out scene of crime." Kirumira's assassination was executed under familiar circumstances. In June that year, Arua Municipality MP Ibrahim Abiliga was murdered in the same way assassins shot dead the legislator and his brother on their way home in Kawanda, Wakizo district. The previous year, Assistant Inspector General of Police Andrew Felix Kawizi was also killed by gunmen moments after leaving his home in Kampala. His bodyguard and driver were also snuffed out. Other prominent people, including senior principal state attorney John Kagezi, were also slain in similar fashion.
Kino kyonna ekiriwo ekiraba era kyatandika ekiraba naye ebeeko bw'ekikomekkereza. Abantu bangi tunyigirizibwa naye tetulina bwe twerwanako. Leero basse wange enkya bajja kutta omulala.
Suspects were arrested and taken to court, but there was no sign of getting the real motive of why he was killed. 4 years after his death, the police reported that the suspect, Abdul Katarega, 40, died before releasing an exhibit of the killer gun. Muhammad Kirumira was buried in Mpigi and left 8 widows, including Mariam Kirumira, and 25 children who were announced after. Thank you for watching.
Yali mwana wange, yali mukwano gwange, yali muganda wange. Twasobolanga okukola byonna nga bwe twateesezza ne tukkaanya. N'olwekyo bw'abanga yanvako ku maaso mu ngeri y'okumukaka kinnuma nnyo ne kindeetera obusungu ku mwoyo.